How's it going, everybody? Back for another update video, as promised in my last video. Um, excuse me. Yeah, it's morning again, and it's like the best time I get to do anything. Really, is in the morning. So, well, some mornings anyway. But anyway, make another update video. I may have to make a few more because I didn't realize how many records I actually acquired since January or February. So, just gonna kind of jump right into it. Yeah, hope everybody's doing well. It's a beautiful morning here in Illinois once again. Hoping for some rain so that some of that fungus can grow. I love mushrooms, and I'm really hoping we get some rain today. So, but anyway, records. Yeah, I'm gonna try to fly through these as quickly as I can. Keep the video somewhat short, and try to keep people's attention, I guess. So, first one, Super Tramp, even in the quietest moments. I had this record before, but it had really bad warp in it, and found this. I think this was like 50 cents or a buck. I found this at that new record store that opened about 20 minutes west of here. Great guys. It's not a big record store; they just opened, but they have a pretty good selection for being being just a month or two old. So, but anyway, Supertramp, even in the quietest moments. I love Supertramp, and yeah, I was glad to find a non-warped copy of that album, and I'm still looking for a couple of their albums. Their second album, and the one with the tattooed boobies on it, I think it was, or nipples. I'm looking for that indelibly stamped or something. I'd love to find that. But finally found this. Denny and Bonnie and Friends on tour with Eric Clapton. It's basically like Derek and the Dominoes, but with Delaney and Bonnie. So, Delaney and Bonnie, Clapton, Dave Mason, Carl Radle, Jim Gordon, Bobby Whitlock. So, yeah. I was happy to find this for a cheap price. So, it's a good record, too. I mean, I love Clapton. So, Delaney and Bonnie and Friends on tour with Eric Clapton. And I was just out mushroom hunting the other day. Took a nice hike deep into the woods, and I found a car, an old, I believe Mr. Bizarro said it was a 32 Ford Coupe, 5-door. I can't remember exactly, but it was really cool finding it, and that's kind of what this reminded me of, this car right here, now that I look at it. But yeah, good record, great record. I've seen a lot of people show this record off before. It was McDonald and Giles. I believe it's Giles. I'm not too sure, but pre King Crimson work from Ian McDonald and Peter Giles. I'm gonna call it Giles. Michael, Peter, Stephen Winwood's even on here. So I did listen to this. This is great. I've seen a lot of people show this record, so I had to snatch it up, and I'm glad I did because it's a good record. So happy to get that. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this one. I found this at the warehouse. This was still sealed. $3. Primal Scream Volume 1. It's on Mercenary Records. And this actually wasn't bad. It's good thrash metal. When it comes to 80s thrash metal, I like it. I don't love all of it, but this was sealed. It was $3. I thought, why not? I'll give it a shot. I was actually pretty impressed with it. Great guitar playing. Kind of like a punk thrash almost. Has like this dark, eerie kind of vibe to it. I really dug it. Primal Scream Volume 1. Found this one as well at the warehouse for $3. Ritual Tension, The Blood of the Kid. This too is still sealed. This is live at CBGB on July 31st and September 1st, 1986. I listened to this once. I'll have to listen to it again to give a really good idea of. I mean, it sounded like just kind of dirty, raw punk. It's kind of what it sounded like. Like this alternative punk, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But, it wasn't bad. I'd have to listen to it again to get a really good review or opinion on it. So, Ritual Tension. This album is Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. We know Guns N' Roses. I've been after this album for a while, though. My brother was a big fan because that's what he grew up listening to. That's when, when he was in, this came out 87, 86. Yeah, 1987, the year I was born. This album's 28 years old now, so, he was, 9, 10 years old listening to Guns N' Roses. That's what was big. Slash is a great guitar player. I was never a huge Guns N' Roses fan, but this is a great, great album. We all know the huge hits on here, but even, aside from Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine, Anything Goes, You're Crazy. I absolutely love that song. Mr. Brownstone, great record. I traded a buddy for this record. I gave him a Rush record. He was really getting into Rush, and so I gave him a Rush record I had doubles of. And so got Guns N' Roses. He gave me something else, but I can't remember what it was. So happy to find this. Steve Miller Band number 5. This is obviously his 5th album. Well, yeah, number 5. But if I believe this is. I have all 5 of his first albums now. So this is the last one I was looking for the first 5 from Steve Miller. Before he did The Joker and Book of Dreams, I think was the name of that album, or Book of Love or something like that. But yeah, I'm really excited to find the Steve Miller Band number 5, great condition, and a lot of us have had the discussion that Steve Miller Band's first 5 albums are the best, and I would have to agree. Musically, and just the songwriting's it's just a lot better than he kind of became really popular with The Joker and so on and so forth. But got this at the Goodwill. Blue and Other Shades of Irby Green. This is on the ABC Paramount label. I had to pick it up. I mean, I couldn't pass it up. Irby Green on slide and valve trombone, Jimmy Rainey on guitar, Dave McKenna piano, Percy Heath on bass, and Kenny Clark on drums. So, I haven't listened to this yet. Still have to give it a cleaning, but I'm excited to clean this one. Give it a spin. Common album. Sly and the Family Stone, greatest hits. Sly and the Family Stone. It's funk. It's funky, funk. It's a pretty common album, but it's excited to find that. Now, I've seen other members of the vinyl community show albums by the flock. I don't think it was this album. I believe it was their first album, but this was also in the $1 or 50 cent to $4 bin, so I had to pick it up. It's Dinosaur Swamps by the Flock. I haven't listened to this yet either. Still needs to be cleaned, but I mean, I have a good feeling about this record. I was looking at the tracks on the record. Some are 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 5, 7, 5. So I'm thinking, I'm not too sure what to expect, but progressive kind of rock maybe. So the Flock, Dinosaur Swamps. This one I was really excited to find, and super cheap too. Phil Manzanera, Brian Eno, Bill McCormick, Francis Monkman, Simon Phillips, Lloyd Watson, 801 Live. It says recorded live, recorded in the Queen Elizabeth Hall, September 3rd, 1976. So I was really excited to find this. I listened to this the other night, and this is a great record. Very, very good record. It was cheap too, so I couldn't pass it up. So, yeah, I didn't even know this record existed. Really, I mean, that happens sometimes. But 801 Live, great lineup. So I had to buy it. Then Same with this one. I've seen people show this record before. Music inspired by Lord of the Rings. Look at that album cover. That's so awesome. So awesome. This is Bo Hansen, Lord of the Rings. And I've seen other people show off other records by Bo Hansen. And I believe I've seen this record being shown before. So I'm excited to give this a listen. So you still got to clean this one. But interested to hear what this sounds like. One of my good friends is a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So he just refinished his basement. So I might, depending on how much I enjoy the record, I may like frame it and give it to him as a gift. So we'll see. But that album cover, look how it's so awesome. So excited to find it. I bought this. I never used to like this band. Still really not a big fan of them. But I bought this because it kind of brought back memories from being younger. Give me shit if you want. Panic at the Disco. What is this? A fever you can't sweat out. Got this really cheap, and I remember, when I was just getting out of high school, that's when these guys were getting popular. It's on the Fueled by Ramen label, so Fall Out Boy. It's basically Fall Out Boy. But the girls I remember hanging out with back in the day used to love these guys, so kind of had to put up with them back then, and I just bought it for nostalgic reasons, I guess. It's not a bad album. It's fun to listen to on occasion, just to kind of brings you back to a certain time in life, So this album is absolutely amazing. I recommend this to anybody. St. Paul and the Broken Bones, Half the City. A buddy of mine told me you have to check out these guys, St. Paul and the Broken Bones. It's amazing. It's soul music. It is so damn good. So soulful. This record is amazing. Probably one of my favorite records that I bought. Well, so far, 2015. By far my favorite record that I've acquired in 2015. But he said you have to check these guys out. So I looked them up on YouTube. And then for Valentine's Day this year, I went record shopping with a buddy of mine, and the store had this record. So I've listened to this record probably 30 times. It's that good. There's let's see, 3, 6, 7 guys in the band. Bass guitar, drum, bass guitar, drums, trumpet, flugelhorn, piano, organ, Wurlitzer. And it was produced by Ben Tanner in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. So you have a general idea of what it's going to sound like. This is amazing. I can't talk about this enough. So St. Paul and the Broken Bones, absolutely amazing record. All right, I'm going to stop the video there. I'll make another one right after this one. I'm trying to keep them short and interesting. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. Comments, questions, feedback, positive, negative. It's always welcome and appreciated. So everybody, be good to yourselves. Enjoy the day. Take care, and we'll talk soon.